Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing a speed build of a haunted house. So I've looked at typical sort of haunted houses on Google, and I've sort of had a look at them and seen what to expect, and then just built this off the top of my head. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do download this, it will be on the gallery, but if you do download it, I'm not sure if it will be playable, as there's sort of stuff placed everywhere. Nothing's really very neat, so you can see for yourself, I suppose. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do like it, then please maybe subscribe, give it a thumbs up and a comment, and I'd appreciate that. So yeah, enjoy, take care. So hi guys, I am super happy with how this build turned out. I've always sort of been a horror fan. I haven't watched loads of horrors recently, but when I was younger I was always staying up watching horror films, even on my own, which not a lot of people do. So I'm super happy with how this turned out. A lot of this bit is sort of me deciding how to design the outside, so where the walls are going to go and what position, what angle it's going to be in. So of course, this has been built in Forgotten Hollow. Obviously you can put it in any of the worlds that you want, but I feel as though Forgotten Hollow is perfect for this. If you don't have Forgotten Hollow, then I'd suggest maybe putting it in Willow Creek. Um, Otherwise, but Forgotten Hollow is, that's where the vampires go, that's where the spooky stuff happens, so a haunted house would fit perfectly in Forgotten Hollow. So with the roofs, I didn't actually have too much trouble. Um, Usually I'm always saying how much I hate roofs, but this one seemed to go to plan. Yeah, so I looked at pictures on Google, as I said in the introduction, just to get sort of an idea of spooky houses, typical haunted houses, and then I worked off my own imagination and what I had in Sims, and ended up with what you will see now. I love that castle type roof, like that pointy one. I feel it's really good for and fitting for things like haunted houses or things like when you're making castles. I do love that one. And I like these, I don't know what they're called, they're like roof decorations that I've put there on the top of the pointy bits. That's very fitting for a haunted house as well. And this is available to download in the gallery. If you just search Tazkabaz, it should come up. So yeah, if you do want to download it, then I would appreciate that a lot. You can sort of move stuff around yourself if it doesn't work, or if Sims can't play in it. But I'm not sure. There's a lot of sort of cobwebs around, a lot of cluttery things around. But other than that, it's very much open space. I didn't fill it up too much. So give it a try and let me know if you do. I loved adding all the brambles and the, scratches and different cobwebs and just all the stuff to make this into a horror haunted house, to the outside and the inside as well, to be fair. The cracks as well, they really make it what it is. Obviously, to get the cracks and things like that, you do have to have the Vampires pack. So I apologise if people were looking for a base game house, but I did need, you know, all those decorations to make this what it is. I noticed there's not really a lot of raggedy wallpaper that could have been added to the outside. You know, there's sort of very old-fashioned ones for the inside, but all of the wallpapers for the outside are very modern, in my opinion. But I've been having fun with the whole editing side of things, so you know, filming it and then editing it and uploading. You know, it's just something different to Twitch, and I'm really liking it. I like that contrast there between the brick and the panelled wallpaper. Yes, here I am adding about a gazillion cobwebs to the outside and brambles. I just really wanted to make it look very spooky and haunted, as you would normally find on an old sort of house that hasn't been used for years and has been abandoned, so I really wanted to make it a bit realistic. Every haunted house has an old swing set. Usually it's one that's probably attached to a tree or something like that, if you've seen any of those films. Um, but I couldn't not add a swing set. Getting all those dead weeds on the ground, of course. No, we didn't like the rocks, so we got rid of those. Usually I take quite pride in my gardens. I usually do pretty flowers and bushes and pretty trees, but this is very dull and the basic sort of trees and plants that you can put, because I didn't want to add any touch of colour in there. So it's all very dark, you know, the dark greens, the browns, the weird statues that you find. This was me realising that I hadn't put anything for the foundation, so we did that last minute. Okay, so now we're moving on to the inside. So I wanted to make it very samey. So the floor all over the place and the wallpaper is pretty much the same. Well, it's not pretty much, it is the same. Um, you know, I figured that if something's been abandoned for years, it's not really, it's probably going to be very open. There's no way of doing sort of broken down walls. I mean, I could do half walls, but I wanted to just I'd have rather had it open than do that. I wish you could do sort of like broken bits of wall or, you know, broken bricks all over the place, because then that would have made it a little bit more realistic, but I worked with what I had. I added it like these utilities, so things like the coffee maker and the microwave, in case anybody does download it and wants to try to use it as a normal house. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you would be able to use it as a normal house, but we'll see. Obviously, a house that has been abandoned for years isn't going to have tables that are all set neatly at the table, so that's why they're all over the place. So I did a small little bathroom as well, because I felt, again, if people do download the house and want to use it, then something needs to be there for Sims to do their business. Again, I didn't do rooms upstairs as well, so it is very basic. I just wanted to show you my take on a haunted house. Again, decorating the walls with cracks and scratches and cobwebs. So yeah, I did a little computer sort of area as well, with a very old-fashioned computer, just so Sims could have some sort of entertainment. A little book area with chairs looking to the outside, and that pretty much sums it up, apart from a few statues and some other cluttery bits that I add to the floor. I did enjoy making this, to be honest, because as I said, I've always been a fan of horror. Um, so I've never made a haunted house, but here's the finished look, and I hope you like it as much as I do. It is on the gallery if you wanted to download it, under the Origin ID name of Tazkabaz. But thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!